In the complex journey of life, we often encounter the contrast between Stoic principles, which teach inner tranquility, and the dynamics of social interactions full of complexity. Through this video journey, we will delve into the Stoic perspective on 8 possible reasons why someone might dislike or even hate us. This profound reflection not only identifies social issues, but also invites us to understand that facing disagreement, hatred, and negative attitudes, Stoic philosophy emerges as a strong guide. In every interpersonal challenge, Stoic philosophy becomes a useful tool to maintain inner tranquility. By exploring this perspective, we will be guided to understand that people's reactions to us are not always entirely within our control, but how we respond can significantly impact our emotional well-being and social relationships. Prepare yourself for deep contemplation, as we will navigate through these 8 aspects with wise insights and stimulating thoughts. The goal is not only to identify factors that may cause dislike, but also to unearth wisdom from every difficult social situation. We will encourage ourselves to look beyond the surface and explore ways to create healthier and more meaningful relationships. So let's begin this introspective journey with the hope that through self-understanding and acceptance, as well as understanding others, we can shape more positive social relationships. I will guide you through each stage with a wise perspective and invite you to reflect on ways to improve the quality of our social interactions. Get ready to embark on this journey towards deeper self-understanding and more meaningful relationships. Let's start. 1. Stereotypes or prejudice. Examining the dynamics of social relationships inevitably leads us to the phenomenon of stereotypes or prejudice. From the Stoic perspective, understanding stereotypes can be interpreted as a test for inner tranquility. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm in the face of often unfair generalizations. In daily life, when confronted with stereotypes that may be attached to ourselves or the groups we identify with, Stoicism provides the view that we can only control our reactions and actions. Calm and thoughtful behavior becomes the key to maintaining integrity and inner peace in the face of potentially unfair judgment. The Stoic perspective also emphasizes the importance of self-introspection when facing stereotypes. How we respond, whether with anger or calm self-awareness, plays a crucial role in maintaining inner tranquility. Stoicism teaches that others' prejudices should not undermine our true selves or lead us astray. Instead, it is a call to maintain wisdom and discretion in responding to situations filled with prejudice. By applying these Stoic principles, we can view stereotypes as a test to strengthen the resilience of our souls and see beyond potentially unfair judgments. Thus, the Stoic perspective becomes a solid guide in facing stereotypes and prejudice in our journey through the labyrinth of social relationships. 2. Difference in values and perspectives. In many cases, dislike or social discomfort can stem from differences in values and perspectives between individuals. These differences often become the source of interpersonal conflicts. The Stoic perspective can assist us in facing these situations with maturity and tranquility. In Stoic philosophy, it is acknowledged that each individual possesses unique values, beliefs, and life perspectives. When people do not like us due to these differences, it is crucial to recognize every individual's right to have their own views. The Stoic approach emphasizes control over our reactions to these differences rather than getting trapped in unproductive conflicts. A Stoic might attempt to seek a deeper understanding of these differing perspectives. By asking questions and actively listening, we can create space for constructive dialogue. This philosophy teaches that although differences may be unavoidable, we can choose how we respond to these differences. Recognizing that differences in values and perspectives are not absolute obstacles, but opportunities for personal and social growth, is at the core of the Stoic perspective. Instead of seeing differences as impediments, we can learn from them and view them as opportunities to enrich our experiences. When facing disagreement due to differences in values, Stoicism also teaches the importance of focusing on things we can control. While we may not be able to change others' perspectives, we have full control over how we respond and grow as individuals in the face of these differences. By looking at differences in values and perspectives from a Stoic perspective, we can navigate interpersonal conflicts with a clear head, facilitate constructive dialogue, and remain true to the values we believe in without carrying excessive emotional burdens. 3. Lack of empathy. When people dislike us, a lack of empathy or openness often becomes a significant factor to consider. In Stoic philosophy, confronting a lack of empathy or openness can be interpreted as a test to maintain inner tranquility and stay true to our held values. From the Stoic viewpoint, we confront the reality that not everyone will have the same level of empathy or openness to our perspectives and experiences. However, this is not a reason to belittle ourselves or respond with a defensive attitude. A Stoic emphasizes the importance of understanding that we cannot control others' views or actions, but we can control our reactions and attitudes toward them. By developing empathy and openness to the extent we can be a positive example even in the face of a lack of similar responses from others. The Stoic perspective also teaches not to place too much attention on how people see or judge us. Openness to the lives and experiences of others can help us understand the background of this lack of empathy without feeling overly emotionally affected. Facing a lack of empathy or openness with Stoic calmness can give us the strength to focus on constructive and meaningful relationships, while recognizing that every individual has their emotional journey and life. In this way, we can maintain a balance between staying true to ourselves and being willing to understand others. 4. Irrational impulses or envy. Dealing with irrational impulses or envy in social interactions can be a complex challenge. In Stoic philosophy, facing emotions like these teaches us to remain calm and understand that self-control is more valuable than being carried away by negative feelings. A Stoic emphasizes the need to identify and understand the source of irrational impulses or envy. By realizing the root cause, we can better manage and confront them with wisdom. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control others' actions or feelings, but we have full control over our reactions and attitudes. When facing irrational impulses or envy, Stoicism teaches us to stay true to ethical values and maintain emotional balance. A Stoic might stress the importance of focusing on positive actions and contributions we can make without getting too caught up in feelings of envy. This creates space for personal growth and keeps us away from detrimental attitudes. Facing irrational impulses or envy with a Stoic perspective also involves self-reflection. A Stoic might seek a deeper understanding of the source of dissatisfaction and strive to constructively change their own perspectives. In this way, Stoicism provides tools to confront irrational impulses or envy with a clear head, allowing personal development without being swayed by negative feelings. In the context of social relationships, this approach can help create a more positive and supportive environment. 5. Gossip. Gossip has the potential to shape a negative perception of someone without a strong basis. Sometimes, gossip arises from a lack of accurate information or exaggerated stories. While people may enjoy sensationalism and drama, Gossip often damages a person's reputation without clear evidence. With the advancement of technology and social media, gossip can spread quickly and widely. A false or partially true story can go viral in an instant, creating a false image and causing harm. Without careful consideration in filtering information, people can get caught up in misleading gossip networks. The importance of criticism of gossip is also highlighted in this context. People often tend to believe information without adequate verification. This can lead to the continued spread of gossip and increase the intensity of disapproval towards someone, even if the story lacks a strong foundation. In facing gossip, it is crucial to understand that it can be damaging and unfair. Responding to gossip wisely involves a rational approach and creating room for clarification. While it's challenging to control what people say, building a strong communication foundation allows others to see beyond gossip and get to know someone better. 6. Miscommunication. Miscommunication, as one of the causes of baseless disapproval, often arises from gaps in understanding and interpretation of messages. Misalignment between what someone intends and how their message is perceived by others can lead to confusion and conflict. In situations of miscommunication, factors such as linguistic, cultural, or even background differences often play a significant role. Phrases or words spoken by someone might have different meanings depending on the context or individual life experiences of the listener. Efforts to overcome miscommunication involve a willingness to listen carefully, ask questions for clarification, and ensure that the conveyed message has clear enough context. Effective communication requires cooperation from all parties to ensure that the information is not only understood, but also interpreted correctly. By addressing miscommunication, we can pave the way to better understanding and reduce the likelihood of baseless disapproval. 7. Unmet expectations. Unmet expectations can be a strong trigger for people to dislike or hate you without a clear reason. The mismatch between someone's expectations and reality can create deep dissatisfaction. Perhaps someone expects specific support or assistance from you, but the disparity in these expectations can ignite feelings of disappointment. This situation can become more complicated when someone's expectations are not openly expressed, and they feel that you should intuitively understand what they need or want. If these expectations are not met, the person may start to feel neglected, undervalued, or even considered a threat. It is essential to create open and clear communication channels for expectations to be well expressed. Lack of understanding of what is expected from you can lead to baseless disapproval, and this can develop into deep-seated feelings of hate or discomfort. It is also important to remember that everyone has different expectations, and it is impossible to meet all of them. However, through dialogue and mutual understanding, many conflicts can be avoided, and relationships can grow without feelings of hate or dislike without a clear reason. 8. Perceived competition. In the context of dislike or dissatisfaction with yourself, the perception of competition can be a significant obstacle. People may perceive you as an indirect competitor, creating an uncomfortable or tense dynamic. In Stoic philosophy, it is important to face this situation with a calm and wise attitude. When people feel you as a competitor, perhaps due to disagreement or unhealthy comparison, Stoicism emphasizes the need to understand that we cannot control others' views or perceptions. What we can control is our own actions and attitudes. Therefore, do not let the perception of competition undermine your inner peace or alter your Stoic principles. Instead, view this situation as an opportunity to train emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches us to stay focused on the values we firmly hold and not be swayed by others' opinions. By applying the concept of apatheia, or inner calm, you can develop the wisdom to remain unaffected by perceptions of competition that may not be based on truth. Furthermore, practicing empathy and understanding others' perspectives can help alleviate tension. Perhaps they are experiencing uncertainty or pressure that makes them see you as a competitor. By understanding this, you can build better communication and create an environment where the perception of competition can be reduced. Stay steadfast in your principles and reflect on your true values. Do not let dislike or negative perceptions change how you view yourself or compromise your personal integrity. Through this approach, you can use this situation as an opportunity for personal growth, strengthen your mental resilience, and deepen your understanding. In concluding this introspective journey, remember that facing dislike and social discomfort is an integral part of life. By adopting Stoic principles, we can view each challenge as an opportunity to grow and develop. If we understand that people's reactions to us are not always within our control, but how we respond can shape our emotional well-being and social relationships, then we have taken a significant step towards spiritual maturity. Stoic philosophy provides a solid foundation for maintaining inner tranquility amidst the complex dynamics of social life. By looking beyond the surface of conflict, stereotypes, differences in values, and other challenging situations, we can find wisdom and valuable lessons. Let's make every social interaction a means to form healthier, more positive, and more meaningful relationships. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey. I hope you carry the understanding and wisdom of Stoicism into your everyday life, shaping yourself into an individual steadfast in principles and paving the way for more satisfying social relationships.